Missing with the hook. Looking to land the hook. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
You're right, Todd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
Talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it as they were dropped. There's the bell to start round 5. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. The straight right just misses. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Swing and a miss with the hook. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? He misses with that straight left. Just misses with that uppercut. That hook just can't find the target. Incredible work rate. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about fury in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters' gap. There's the bell for round 6. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Holding nothing back here in the round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That hook won't score. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Can't find a home for that jab. That right hook catching air. There's a counter shot. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
They both want the knockout. Swing and a miss with that hook. Is he going to punch himself out, though? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. There's the bell to start round 7. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being down goes Fury. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We continue.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, Timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
They block the uppercut. A big whiff with the right hook. And that hook misses. Nice stop, but that won't score. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown. And we enter the 8th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym. Every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just missed with that hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at... Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.